the world's best looking scout car, the Daimler Ferret. In 1947, the British Army issued a requirement for a replacement for the Daimler Dingo scout car. Daimler consequently started development on the Mark I Ferret scout car in 1948, with the first prototype being produced in December 1949. The first production Mark I Ferrets were delivered in October of 1952, and the type would remain in production for 20 years, the final Ferret being produced in 1971. Total production was 4,409 vehicles, of which 1,200 were Mark Is. The Ferret proved to be extremely popular with the men using it, and could be found in almost every British Army unit, even units that were not issued with them. It would remain in service with the British Army until 1994. The Mark I Ferret is a monocoque design made from 30 separate flat plates. So I guess it's a bit like putting a jigsaw together then. And is an all-welded construction. The driver is seated in the front, with the crew compartment in the middle and the engine in the rear. The crew compartment is open-topped but can be covered by a canvas tilt. The vehicle is a 4x4 layout with steering on the front axle, which is not power-assisted. A spare wheel is carried on the left side of the vehicle, with storage boxes on the right. The Daimler pre-selective gearbox has 5 forward and 5 reverse gears. The Ferret Mark I does not carry night driving infrared lights or an NBC system. It can be fitted with deep wading gear, but this was later developed for the Mark III. The Ferret Mark I went through some modifications, the first being in 1959, when the Mark 1/1 came into service. This had increased armour protection, and the open top was covered by a fixed turret, which had a split hatch that could fold towards the rear of the vehicle, a bit like the very first Dingos. The Mark I/3 deep wading gear attaches over the top of the opening of the turret area, and is a canvas screen that can be raised like an inflated bellows, allowing the vehicle to be submerged, including the driver, with the commander standing in the top of the turret giving directions. Stats: Country: United Kingdom. Entered service: 1952. Crew: 2. Weight: 4.3 tons. Dimensions: length: 12 feet 9 inches. Height: 4 feet 9 inches. Width: 6 feet 3 inches. Armament: 7.62 light machine gun. Secondary: small arms. Armour: maximum 16mm or 63 inches. Power plant: Rolls-Royce B60 6-cylinder, 87 kilowatts, 116 horsepower petrol engine. Performance: speed 58 miles per hour and range 185 miles.